Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is Wednesday, no, Tuesday. Tuesday, September 22nd. Uh, Let me see. It's 2 days before Eid. وقفة عرفة إن شاء الله. Tomorrow. كل سنة وانتم طيبين. Uh, Eid Mubarak. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video because homelessness and that beautiful experience that I was have the leverage or the honor to become one. And this is one of many subjects that I wanted to talk about. But let me talk about homelessness, because it's a very it shouldn't happen. There is no need for it, especially here, California, Southern California. We've got a lot of apartment complexes. We have a lot of hotels. We have a lot of residents. We have a lot of everything. Got a lot of food. We got a lot of money. We got a lot of everything. And people owns like RVs and homes and mansions, and they have the summer home and the winter home and the mountain home and the desert home and the beach house and the cabin in the mountains, and there is many that they don't have anything. And it's not because lack of resources. It is politics. It is politics. Somebody is taking the money and committing crimes against the masses, the most needy. And the reason, again, I'm saying that not because I'm a terrorist or I hate them for their lifestyle and all this nonsense that you guys been repeating for many years. They hate us for our freedom. Yeah, I told you that Detective Tony, whatever, when he called me and sent an invitation to spend some times with the homies in 2013. 6 weeks after I moved to a house in unit. Yeah, I think it was 6 weeks. I don't remember now. But how I was introduced to homelessness. I remember, I think in 2006, when I was a single father for my beautiful daughters. And I used to take them to Omar Farouk Masjid to sign them in the summer uh, Islamic school, Sunday school. Is it Sunday or Saturday? I think Sunday. And one of somebody works in the office, Egyptian lady, told me about, oh, well, they have housing. If you're a single father and, you can go put your name in the housing uh, list, HUD, in Section 8. And, oh, a lot of people here. They got, in New Belinda, there is a place in New Belinda, which was Archstone, Riverbend, Archstone, the late Archstone. They're no longer in Bini, so I wonder why. So I went to Anaheim Housing Authority. This is what I knew, Anaheim, and with my name, with my daughters, that I'm a single father and, looking for. Now, it's for the rich, poor people. It's not for the people that they really need it. I mean, the poor and the people living in poverties, and everybody is getting the money on their names, pushing them to the curb, you know, keeping them in the status quo and revolving accounts. We already discovered that. And again, we discovered that, facts, documents and everything, court orders and everything. We already have. And the Department of Justice, have many, many complaints. I'm sure that I'm not the only one that brought it to their attention to Hard. And so, all these complaints that Mohammed Shaban been filing since 2000 and, 8. Yeah. Even before that, I thought that I could go file with the housing authority manager or supervisor or whatever, right, and keep a copy and all that. I was very naive. I didn't know. Anyway, now they they put your name there and they say, oh, well, we're going to call you. And if you don't, you have to let us know if you move in anywhere, we'll call you. And then they call you when you are not there. Or they call the wrong number. They never send you a letter. Sometimes after that they start sending letters, but they send it everywhere in the country, not where you live. And oh well, you didn't respond within so we know we drop your name off the list, and my name was dropped off the list many times, as many of us, people that they might uh, qualify. Now everything is corrupted to the gills. There is friends, there is relatives, there is people that pay bribes. Everybody's, different groups of people. They get their own, you know, and of course, yeah, poor rich people. They have priorities. You know, they, you know, yeah, they can violate their rights. And then you file a complaint with the proper departments, and then they target you. You file a complaint. First of all, when you're talking to the caseworker or the person supposed to be investigating the matters, they intimidate you, they fight you, and they tell you that it's your fault. That's if you go that far and take they take a complaint from you. This is what the normal practice. They will, now they will tell all their friends everywhere, the county level, the state, even the federal government, and they say, oh, this guy or this person filed a complaint against the elite, against the owners of the land, and he has no right to live from now on. And not only Muhammad Shaban, they forget about, they really couldn't, but kids and children, everything else. Now, this practice is done. It's a system. It's working. It's done to everyone. Now they intimidate them and they say, "Oh well, you having smoking a joint there, or oh well, you are we're gonna send the child protected services because you're not taking, we're going to take your children and hijack them, and you're going to pay to visit them or what have you, or sell them to foster homes, and and adoptions and all that, and put them in juvenile and all, full spectrum, everything. Oh yeah, you get money. You're making money and you're not reporting it, and this and that, and the landlord, they keep you know plotting and everything to disfranchise them, decommission people, and put them in back in the streets. Why? When they go in the streets, because the more homeless we have, the more funds we get. I count homeless count, city of Anaheim and Fullerton, all Orange County, North Orange county cities with Islamic institutes and religious places. I'm sure that there is other churches and temples and everybody involved. They really want to get rid of the homeless problems. And if they can, if they can, what's wrong with you, Baloo? Oh, he wants to eat. They, if they can't, uh, anyway, no, wait a minute here. I'm branching. Now, 3 times I have to put my name there and file complaints and everything. And the more complaints they find, they defy you. They say, "Oh yeah, we are doing that, and how dare you file a complaint? Now you are barred, disbarred. Now you can get an appointment. You can get even a little tent. You can go find a spot, a decent spot under the freeway. You can't. You are no, you're not gonna live. That's it. They chase you. They can put you in jail and have people different cards when they stab you and all that. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. Now I thought Muhammad Shiban and Muslims and all Islamophobia. Well, it is only for the people that they stand up and they catch them in their poo poo. They intensify because you have no rights. You are a terrorist. You bomb us in 9/11. You beat your wives. You abuse your children, and you let her walk behind you, and domestic violence. And if she hits you, you should give her the other cheek. You can't stop her. You can hold her hand to stop the beating. And it doesn't matter. Men are like, they really taking it in the pants. Men are, well, everybody. Now, as a result, alhamdulillah, they did me a favor. They kidnapped my children with their mother and everything, and I was no longer have to worry about anyone. Okay. But I see it. I see in people. The first one that it really touched me was a gentleman, an older gentleman, that he has housing with his wife. The wife was hospitalized because she lost, she has diabetes, bad one, and they amputated her foot, and they sent her to, she went to the hospital, and they said that she's not gonna come out. And the husband was an older person and disabled in a wheelchair. And he said, "Oh well, the voucher was in her name, and buddy, Now this guy lost his wife to the house. He doesn't know if she's gonna come out alive or not. And yet, the housing, they told him, hey, they kick him out. Now, I was looking for this apartment to take it, and I met the guy there coming to get stuff from the garage or whatever, and he told me the story, and I felt really like very bad that this guy, poor guy, is going to be on the streets. I give him my phone number. I give him, I was just new on that, just to file for the nonprofit. And a couple of weeks, few weeks later, I get a phone calls, and this person passed. Okay. Orange County Housing Authority. Now, since then, I start looking to that, and I find that they make it impossible they give you the voucher, and they give you a certain period of time that it will expire, and if you don't find a place within that time, then you're out of luck. Now, they forget it to get in a big uh, management property management apartment complex. This is not gonna happen unless you are one of the poor rich people that they are, having mansions and having houses and having everything, and just, a certain group of people that they know how to work in the system. And again, this is could be majority of them in a certain class, in a certain profile. They fit a certain profile. They are not the criminals, not the criminals, because they want to keep the criminals out. Okay. Now, this is not a new thing. This is not only limited to the United States of America or California. This is an ancient thing, injustice. All right, and people that think that they have the liberty to enslave others and commit crimes against them. It's been always there. The pharaohs, al-Fara'ina, the filthy Fara'ina. Okay, that they think that they will be worshipped, and they have the liberty to do injustice and get away with it. Now, I was, of course, kicked. And this is, again, is not only Muhammad Shiban. This is the tricks that I discover how they do things. Now, they always tell you, oh, well, you have to make, like a single mom with two children and an elderly mom, her mother, sick and disabled. And they tell her you have to make double. This is a new thing. You're getting housing. The Section 8 or the Housing Authority, or HUD, is paying for your apartment or whatever you get for your resident. All right, Section 8. 100% if you have no income. So it's income based. And then if you don't have any other source of income, then they will give you, some cash to pay for your utilities and so on. Right? I used to get $18. They used to pay $1,200 for the rent and give me $18 check every month. Why? Because I didn't have an income, and that's if you don't have income. Now, you have to, when you go there and do this, you have to lie. They tell you to lie. Well, they tell you if you don't have income, they won't give you, even though the federal government is supposed to be paying It's a hard vulture. It's Section 8 housing. Now, even if you have an income, they tell, oh, your credit, you didn't pay Edison $20 when they try to gouge you, even though you have the HEB or the share or whatever it is, that they're supposed to take care of. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And they continue to commit the crimes. So people can go on the streets, moms or guys, they can go on to sell drugs or sell their self, and they got to live, they got to raise their children, they got to do anything. And that's where everything starts. That's what everything, they become an account. Now they're going to be get arrested for using or dealing or what have you, or fighting, domestic violence, and stealing, a big pocket, commercial burglary, and all. It's the whole business. It's a whole enterprise. Now, let's talk about the federal government. Is the federal government that doesn't know? No, they know exactly. I mean, these people, they go everywhere and, uh, take democracy everywhere, free, Iraqi freedom. All right. Oh no, we're gonna get rid of the insurgents. Oh, he bombed his own people or he gassed his own people. Oh no, the rebels and the Colombia or the drug cartel and whatever. They going everywhere. Doing democracy everywhere and saving the planet. They doing that everywhere. The Abu Haram, this Muslim terrorist group kidnap the girls and have them wear and abusing them, and you know Saudis, kings, which is their buddies. They are the one that they raping and pillaging and everything, give it to their masters and getting free oil. That will protect you from Saddam Hussein, will protect you from these insurgents, and will protect you from, the Muslim Brotherhood, will protect you from wherever. Here, you want a big army here? Go kill children and women and men and everything, that because they say Allah ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. That's the democracy that they wanted to bring over there, democracy that they have here. Okay, this is about homelessness. Now, the first person, thousands of cases, thousands of people, mostly with children, single moms with babies. All right, and they give them no other choice but to go and churches and mosques and non-profits here and .org there, and the counties and the state, they got no preying on them, keeping them in the status quo. And this number is getting wider. It's the vast majority of people now. Vast majority of people. And then they're building these luxury apartments complexes, and it's all empty, and no one cares. And when you stand up, Wallahi, they declare war against you. Not that I'm complaining. Bring it on. Alhamdulillah. Because, again, if I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't see all these crimes. Wouldn't know. Yeah, right now, in the last few months, maybe less than 6 month, the people that I try to talk to, or I know, some that they have housing, then they're gonna be kicked out because all this, and the people that they're already homeless, and there is no way been they have no other choice. Wallahi, they don't have any other choice but to go do some illegal. And people that is supposed to be working for to help the needy and the homeless and the children and the vets and the social, every group of people, they are taking the money in their hands and pushing them to the curb. Even the state is guilty of charge. State of California is the one doing this, and then have no, you can file a complaint. Wallahi, you can't. There is no way that you will be able to be heard, all right, or you have any justice. Wallahi, you won't. In fact, they will intensify the crimes against you and against everybody, and they will defy you and say, yes, we are doing that, and there is nothing you're going to do about it because we own you. That arrogant, that bad. Okay? And then they continue to harass you, intimidate you, and commit the crimes. Especially when he stand up and he said, you guys are committing crimes. And then they fraud each other. Corporate America fraud the state fraud corporate America, the federal corporate America, and the state fraud the federal government fraud the state fraud. They all frauding each other. And poor people in the streets are paying the price. And if they say anything, they beat them to death. The police them to death. You got to be one of our recipients. Breaking the wall. On and on. Anyway, that's it about the homeless. And for the people that they really have the power, there is a lot to gain. Wallahi, there is a lot to gain, a lot of thawab. Stand up and take a stand and say قولة الحق and spend your money. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us, will yarhamna. Okay? Stand up. Just say, I'm not part of that. Protest. You don't have to fight. You don't have to lose anything. You don't have to go to prison. You just say قولة الحق. That's all. Say قولة الحق. That's why we are being created, to stand up. Especially if you have a creed. If you're Muslim, you get to do what been decreed to us. Okay, this is this is as easy, as simple as it can be. You know, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Just to stand up. That's it. That's it. كل سنة وانتم طيبين, and I hope things will get better إن شاء الله. So Allah سبحانه وتعالى يرحمنا. بارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم.